Yo, what is up, bros? We are back for our next Ultimate Artillery General Tournament battle. We have facing off number 5 Nenonen versus number 6 Zhang. So, Nenonen has a 5-star artillery ability for movement. Bro does have artillery leader. He does have artillery barrage, which once again we will account for and give him bonus damage. He has accuracy and a spot for inferior victory. Our boy Zhang, another 5-star in artillery ability, another 4-star in movement. Bro has artillery leader. Bro has accuracy. Bro is going to get demolished by that inferior victory. Alright, Nenonen, your first attack, your first battle up in the tournament. Let's see what you can do, brother. That's not really that great. Like 600 combined. I got my spreadsheet pulled up so I can kind of compare as we go along. That wasn't... I mean, that puts him near the top, but he's not amazing compared to the other ones that have already went. Alright, up next is the combat medic. Remember, nobody so far has broken 500 damage. Vidling had the top hit of 495. Nobody has still broken 500. Alright, and then we got up next a couple hits on some cities. He's not bringing it like I thought he would. So far, I am underwhelmed by his performance. That was a decent hit. Next up, the HIMARS. And obviously I can't grab all those numbers in my head, calculate them, and compare them, but it looked decent. Up next, the other Romanian bro gets some. 275. I mean, it's in the neighborhood of the top bros, but he's not beating anybody. The attack on Dildo Launcher Bro. And now my favorite attack against all these generals on that HIMARS. Alright. Targeting all the elite units. And in Bryansk, I can't wait till we start seeing the damage output that some of the higher level bros can do to this poor guy. The poor combat medic. Then we got our attack on Warsaw. And finally, the attack on East Berlin. If I was to guess from the damage I've seen so far, I think he's going to come in. He's gonna be second, but I like how far behind Vidling is he going to be? That's my only question. I'm not seeing the damage output where he's gonna beat that bro. Alright, Zhang, you have a opportunity to at least make it close. Hold on, Zhang. That was a much better hit. Zhang with the upset? Probably not. He got one good hit. It's not going to be an upset. Could Nenonen lose to just straight RNG even though he should be better? I mean, there. Nenonen picked up some good damage on that hit. I think it's going to come down to Zhang having that one really good hit and then nothing really substantial after that. And hit on Metz. I mean, he's doing decent damage. I don't think, like, Nenonen Vidling type damage. He's definitely better than last placed Alexander. And the hit on other Romanian bro. That was not good. Got the hit on our dildo launcher, bro. Not good. And the mass attack on the elite units. Couple good hits, you could close the gap here. I mean, I don't know if you closed it, but you kept it close. Got our Warsaw attack, and finally, East Berlin. So, judging from what I'm seeing here, Nenonen close to what Weidling was putting out. He's definitely a strong second. These are just guesstimates based on the damage before calculating. And Zhang is probably going to stay in 4th, which would be behind Weidling, Nenonen, and Lieb. But let's make for sure. Yo, what is up, bros? The results are in. Unsurprisingly, Nenonen claps Zhang. Zhang did have that first hit. It was the only battle that he had won. All the other ones, Nenonen beat him by ending up Nenonen winning by over 1,440 damage, was doing 73 more damage per hit and had a max one hit damage of 313 more. So where does that rank Nenonen? Well, right behind Weidling. But bro made it very interesting. It was a close battle, but Weidling did pull it out. I miscalculated though where Zhang ranks. I said he was going to rank 4th. Actually, he's behind Nenonen, Weidling, Lieb, and Sikorsky, now ranking him 5th. I mean, bro does beat like Chuikov, Bagdolio, Taruchi, Alexander. So he does have that to say for himself, I guess. Alright, bros, updated bracket. Nenonen defeats Zhang, moves on into the actual tournament. Remember, these are pretty much just play-in matches here. These and the ones we've been doing to get into the actual real tournament. The last matchup we got before we start the real deal heavy hitter tournament is Yermolenko versus Alexander. Whoever wins that is absolutely going to be slaughtered. Probably might be the biggest deficit between winner and loser that we'll see in this whole tournament. Yermolenko versus Alexander. Who is going to suck more? 5-star artillery ability, 4 movement, artillery leader, accuracy, and inspiration. However, we're only attacking 1 time per round, and it's new every attack. So how am I going to calculate inspiration? What did it calculate? Remember when I ran it through Grok and it said it would hit 50% of the time, or was it 40? I'll have to look, and I'll just have to figure out what percent damage that I'll add to how many attacks, and just keep it, you know, obviously consistent throughout every bro that has inspiration. And then we have Alexander, who has accuracy and artillery barrage. 5-star artillery, 5 movement. Alexander so far is in last place. I don't see that changing whatsoever. Alright, bros, if you're enjoying this content, you know what to do. Stop and subscribe, hit the notification bell, make your next upload. Peace.